All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises and glories unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Harachakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and greetings, salutations, and blessings, and much love unto you men and women out there who have changed your life towards righteousness, that you may earn your salvation from Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai in these last days. All right. Brother Shaquat from the Las Vegas church. Just want to put this out there, man. Just, we all know the drill, or we should. We're watching all of these situations come to a head. Okay, we're watching how the hotbed over there in Russia is going on. We're watching how gas prices are going out of control, and we're wondering what it is. Well, we should already know what this is, man. A lot of people in the world don't know what this is, but we should already know what it is. Okay, you should be at this point, unless you've been under a rock. If you've been on YouTube, you should pretty much know what this is. The Hebrew Israelites have been breaking this thing down, man, giving you the skinny on what it is. And it's okay that you don't want to believe it, but hey, if you don't want to believe it and you don't want to spiritually prepare yourself for it, then that's on you. But the answers are out there. This is prophecy coming to pass. Okay, leading into the times, of the end. This is the time of the end. Okay, so anyway, I got sent this post today, and from Nasdaq. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start at the bottom, and then I'll jump up. Okay, this is Angel Amp Parnell said, all y'all need to be praying, paying attention to this. I cannot scream it any louder. The Great Reset. You will own nothing and you will be happy, says Klaus Schwab, who did the economic forum. He created it, or he's the leader of it, or something. World Economic Forum. Okay. Now the actual post itself was on Nasdaq at Question Everything. Okay. It said they are asking Elon Musk to turn off all Tesla vehicles in Russia. Okay, wonder why they wanted all this. One of these the word I'm looking for. These computer chip vehicles, huh? Well, you see it because they have the technology to shut this stuff down. Okay, now do you see their plan for the future? Obey, or we will shut down your bank accounts, your electricity, your internet, your phone, your car. That's what we have learned in just in the last month. They'll shut it all down. Okay? Yeah, take the mask off. You're free to move about the country, no problem, because we got war over in Russia and in Ukraine, or whatever they want to call it, right? But you can't afford to go nowhere far. Okay, so don't get too comfortable going nowhere far. You see the game, man. All right. Why? Because they're hitting this big reset. The money is being inflated. Food is still out of this world. Okay, growing especially meat. Okay, gas is out of this world. Okay, with how fast they changing, they ain't changing. It was crazy when they would jump a nickel or a dime. Now they're jumping whole dollar bills for some places. Okay, so it's crazy, man. But hey, this is the time we're living in. All right, this is the time that we're living in. We have to wake up and see what it is. So I'm gonna read this in the book of Revelation, chapter 13, starting at 11. It says, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and had two horns like a lamb, and spake as a dragon." Now, this beast, and as I read more, it'll explain this other beast coming up out of the earth which is the dragon, is had two horns like a lamb and spake like a dragon. That two horns like a lamb is a two-party system. They make you choose a side, man. Democrat, Republican. Just like in ancient Rome, which is going to go into. Okay, the beast before it that came out of, this one came out of that one. Okay, ancient Roman Empire. And now this is the new renaissance of the Roman Empire. Okay, if you don't believe it, go look at the geography, go look at the architecture. Okay, and it's also Egypt, among other places. All right, but this is that beast. This is the rebirth of the Roman Empire. All right, it says, and he and spake as a dragon. Those are the draconian measures, the draconian laws that are being pushed in these times. Now we're not quite there yet, but look how these sanctions are doing against the Russians. Now you thought Russia didn't know that this is what America was gonna do? They over there, all right, man. They gonna stop doing what they're doing. They know it's time for war. They knew what they was getting themselves into when they annexed Crimea back, when they went into Ukraine. All right. It says 12, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him. How? By dominating the world. Okay. Russia tried to conquer the whole world, and this new beast, which is NATO and the EU, is trying to conquer the whole world also. That's why Russia's like, hey man, what y'all doing? Y'all can create NATO. We created the Warsaw Pact. Okay, ours wasn't as strong because Russia's so strong. But hey, don't act like we ain't gonna fight back, man. Y'all trying to conquer us, just like y'all trying to conquer in the Middle East. Okay. It says, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, that Roman system, whose deadly wound was healed. Okay, and when you go into Daniel, it goes into those beasts. Okay, that last beast is just like that one. Okay, I believe it's the seventh chapter. Right, even it's the same dream in a different form. The second chapter talked about the image, that whole image of where it had the top part of the image, the head and the upper body or whatever was Babylon. Then it was like the Persians and the Medes was like the torso, and then like the legs was the Greeks, and then the feet and the bottom legs was the Roman Empire, and then the rebirth was that clay and iron was America that grew up out of those feet. Okay. Anyway, it says those were those four great empires. Okay, that's what we're talking about, just like those beasts. All right. Anyway, with this beast is different. Okay, I mean it's the same beast, but they're describing it different. Okay. Anyway, it says whose deadly wound was healed, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Like I said up in the chapter, who can make war with him? Because they have the toughest military system. Okay? And that making fire come down from heaven, when they've been dropping them A-bombs, H-bombs, and now these nukes. Okay? Who can make war with them? But now, when you go into the book of Joel, the third chapter, it speaks about let the weak now say that I am strong. Yeah, these other countries in this war of Armageddon that's coming up, a mountain of troops where all the armies are going to gather in the Middle Eastern area over there, south of Russia. Okay, when they say let the weak now say I'm strong, now they're getting the military capabilities to be able to fight back. They're not just going to take it, being hit with nukes, and they got nothing to fight back. Now Russia's arming some of these smaller countries with it, with capable weapons to go against it. All right. Verse 14. This is where it gets into this verse here. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, they should make an image to the beast, a way of life. And because you see, when you put these implants in you, I'm just going to get into that. When you put these implants in you, and what happens? Now you can recover your sight, your hearing, okay, with Neuralink and all of that, okay, with Elon Musk. Okay, you can access certain doorways and unlock your car and start your car and do all these different things with these implants now. Okay, biohacking, they're saying, I believe it was called, another name for it, okay? It said, saying to them that dwell on the earth, they should make an image to the beast, and that image is a way of life. which basically makes it a digital technocracy. Now, this is where Klaus Schwab comes in. You will own nothing and you will be happy. Why? Because all your value, the things that you value, will be linked into the metaverse, where you live digitally in a world like that. Okay, this is what they're building. This is what's been built, and they're implementing it in stages. Okay, and you people are accepting it. Okay, I mean they got Subway and freaking Snoop Dogg, and they got everything in the metaverse already. Okay, people are already walking around exploring the metaverse with the glasses and thinking they walking off the edge of a building, and they really scared and people really falling. And they on flat ground, but in the metaverse it look like they way off on the top of a skyscraper somewhere, and you push them and they fall off. They feel like they falling off the building. Okay, showing you how real this will become in your mind. And go to TikTok, man. Go to Instagram. They're showing this. And they're making it seem like it's funny, but they don't understand the seriousness of this. Okay, to the point where, like the Matrix, they say you die in the Matrix, you die in real life. Right? You said the body can't live without the mind. It's real in your mind. Okay. So you can see what they're doing, but like we're reading, they can shut stuff off, man. They can really shut you off, and you can't truly operate. All right. It said that's part of this image, man. The control of this image. Okay, which is a desire to have complete control, like the Most High has complete control, pursuant to 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. Okay, you gotta be able to see these things, man, when you put this together, because this is what's unfolding and happening right before your eyes. A lot of people don't want to accept this. Well, too bad, man. You're gonna find yourself in prison inside the metaverse before you know it. Anyway, it says, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And how was that wound by the sword? Because the Roman Empire went down. When the Byzantine Empire came up, the Dark Ages, okay, for that 1,000-year period, but then they came back with the Renaissance, with the word Renaissance, I believe, means rebirth, okay, of the Roman Empire. And they skip right over the Dark Ages and go right to the Renaissance in history, okay? They go from the Greeks to the Romans to a little bit of Dark Ages, blah, blah, blah. Then they go right into the Renaissance, and that's when the light of the earth came. Esau came back into power. Okay, anyway, verse 15, it says, he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. How? With the technology. Yeah, we know Moab, aka China, has been fueling technology, okay, to make this digital world possible, to make the image of this beast in this digital technocracy, okay, possible, among other countries. Anyway, it says that the image of the beast should both come to reality, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Here you go. Turn off their Teslas where they can't drive around. Okay? Turn off their bank accounts. Turn off, right? You've seen all these companies, because of what's going on in Ukraine, trying to shut everything down they can, sanctioning and everything you can, trying to shut that all down with in Russia. Okay? And with control. All right? And it says, verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And we should know that word mark right there is charagma. Let me go get it. Okay. Bear with me. All right, I'll read it in the KJV again. Matter of fact, the same verse I read in the NLT just to drive a little bit more. He said he required, this is Revelation 13 and verse 16 in the NLT, he requireth everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to be given a mark on their right hand or on their forehead. Now, in the KJV, it says in their right hand or in their forehead. Okay? It's an incision. Okay? It says, and no one could buy or sell anything without that mark, which was either the name of the beast or the number representing his name. Verse 17 in the KJV, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, back in verse 18 KJV, here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for the number of a man, and his number is 666. NLT, wisdom is needed here. Let the one with understanding solve the meaning of the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666. Okay. Now, to go in a little deeper with this, so you people can understand, that's that barcode, man. Okay, but how are they applying that barcode now? Now they got QR codes. Now they got all these different things. Okay, they got all of this stuff with that technology set up now. Okay, where it's just a quick scan. Okay, let's see what they got in here. 616. That's stupid. Of humanity. All right, so let's go into this mark in the linear. Okay, Revelation. Might buy or sell. It had the mark, Karagma. See it? Karagma. A stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as a badge of the followers of the Antichrist. A mark branded upon horses, thing carved, sculpture, graven work, and idolatrous images. There was another badge of servitude, okay? Graven mark. Okay. See if there's some more in there. Okay. All right. All right. Let's see if we go into that Karax. Let's go into that 18th verse. Here's the number of a man. The number is
Strong's G 5516. Chai, Xi, Stigma. Chai, Xi, Stigma.
666 Chi Psi Stigma. Okay. As a cross. Sigma. 6. Yeah. Root words. Hold on. Stigma or stigmata. Hold on. Stigma. I think I've done this word before. It says a mark of disgrace associated with a particular circumstance, quality, or person. Dishonor, shame. Okay. Corresponding to, in Christian tradition, marks corresponding to those left on Yahushai's body by the crucifixion, said to have been impressed by divine favor on the bodies of, with all of that. A visible sign or characteristic of a disease is something that's left on you. A mark. Look, a mark made by a pointed instrument, a dot, a stick. Look, denoting mark, a mark made by pricking or branding. Okay. A mark made by a pointed instrument, a puncture, man. Okay. All right. Like needles have, like a syringe has. Okay. I bet if I look up the word syringe.
Here's the definition of syringe. A tube with a nozzle and piston or bulb for sucking in and ejecting liquid in a thin stream, used for cleaning wounds or body cavities, or fitted with a hollow needle for injecting or withdrawing fluids.
Okay, for injecting. Okay. Yeah, I'm going in kind of deep. That's going somewhere else. Okay. Let's see if we can get another word out of this. Just to check it out. Stick. Stick. A thin piece of wood that has fallen or been cut between a tree. Let's see. Look, a short piece of wood used to impale food. Impale. Okay, that's the key word there. Impale. Okay. Let's see if we see something else. Wow, they got all that bull on here too. Stick. Let's look up the word impale. See if we can get it. Define impale. And this is what you got to do with the scriptures, man. You got to go into it to get the understanding. Okay? Pierce or transfix with a sharp instrument. Okay? His head was impaled on a spike and exalted for all to see. Wow. Okay? See it? Okay. Impaler. Impaling. A stake. Okay? So they all go hand in hand. But if you look up these words, spike, stab, pierce, harpoon, gore. Okay. Shit. All right. So you can see that this is where this is leading, man. To this system, this image of total control. All right. How you gonna have Elon Musk cut off people's cars which they purchased? How he still got control of that? Okay, but you people aren't seeing it. All right. This is where we're moving to, man. Okay. We're moving into a system where that's what it is. Like they can cut off your internet if you're inside the metaverse. They'll cut your car off, man. They'll cut all this stuff off, man. Okay, and they're really trying to get it to the point where you don't even want to drive in a physical car, where you just do everything inside the metaverse. Okay, so anyway, with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. Being able to go into these words and to see that these things are coming, man. You can see the image they're building. This image, okay, this way of life, this lifestyle, they're building it, man, right before your eyes. And part of this Ukraine Russia thing, part of this gas hikes, part of the inflation, collapsing of the dollar system, implementing the cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and whatever else. Okay, this is all happening. Blockchain, all of this is happening, man, right before your eyes. Okay, this image of this beast is being built, man. So Lord willing, this was edifying, giving all praises and glories unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakhakodash, that belongs to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. Shalom.